Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today, we've got a reading for you about somebody that is used to doing things on their own. I definitely feel a little bit of like a lone wolf vibe. They have been feeling, I don't know, less healthy or less confident, less safe in some way. And they're starting to question whether or not doing everything on their own is the right approach. Is it time to ask for help, or is it time to work with somebody to improve the situation? They feel like they're a little bit tired of trying to always make it alone, right? Hello, Peggy. Hello, Key Controller. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? The Snake, number 7. And number 20, the Garden, which talks about community. So there is somebody here in this community. I do feel it's a different person than this lone wolf. Maybe the lone wolf is the person who knows someone's being a little bit shady. But this community has somebody that is not really operating on the best of or with the best of intentions. And I do feel like there are a couple of people that are starting to become aware that this is somebody they can't trust. This is the Morgan Greer. Hello, Dwayne. How are you doing? Dr. Pepper Run. I like it, Peggy. What else do we have? We have the 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. So we have somebody that feels they have had to be a bit, I feel like what I want to say is unscrupulous. This is somebody who's had a singular focus. I do think this is the Snake individual, the person who's been a little bit sneaky. It's interesting because normally these are relatively positive cards. I don't really like this 9 of Cups in general, to be honest. I don't know if I should say what I really want to say. It's just a kind of punchable face, okay? Just like in my opinion. I'm sorry. It's like so smug. Ugh. So the energy I'm getting from this trio, although in general these cards are relatively positive, is that somebody has achieved something through not so great means. Because we have the Snake here, it makes me feel like somebody has done something that was very selfish, where they focus on what benefits them. They don't really care what everybody else needs. And they're all like proud and braggy right now because they did what they wanted to do. They've achieved this thing that nobody else really wanted or that nobody else likes, but they're like, yeah, so that's why I don't like that energy. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 5 of Wands in the reverse. There's someone who is a part of this community. This could be the person who's a lone wolf, this 7 of Pentacles. This person feels like whatever this achievement is or this change, it like goes against what this lone wolf person's cool with. They're like, wait, what? What did you just do? So maybe the lone wolf was cool with just being like off grid, not talking to people. I don't have friends. I don't believe in trust, right? But now there's somebody who has pissed them off. They're looking right over at the 8 of Pentacles. It's the same dude, oddly. You know, handlebar mustache, serious looking, looks like the dude from A Little House on the Prairie. Not in real life, just in the cards. This is someone who's like, whatever you're doing over here, I don't like it, Snake. I like to stay to myself. I don't like to be involved in stuff. I don't really want to deal with people. But I'm going to take you on because you just did something and I don't like it. This person's like, you brought me out of retirement. You brought me out into, you know, the public because I got something to say to you. And I do feel like this is somebody who feels like their work is threatened or their property, perhaps. This is something they're very like, I dare you. Hello, Elise. How are you doing? So 5 of Swords in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. 4 of Swords in the reverse. So we had the 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Now we have the 4 of Swords again. Number 4 could be pretty important. Pretty important. I know I'm really bad, you guys. Please make fun of me. This was, God, I really hope this is what I think it is. This is, I didn't have anybody that could really challenge me. I wanted something to happen, so I've made it happen. Let's use the example of this is the owner of a company, and previously they had a pretty relaxed expectation in terms of what you wear to work because you're not facing customers. You're just, I don't know, doing this, right? But then somebody comes up with this brilliant idea that maybe you'll work harder if you look nicer. I guess what I'm getting at is this is a policy that doesn't seem to have a lot of science behind it. It doesn't really have a lot of like, cool, I see why you want to do that. And this person's determined. They do it. They change the policy and everyone's kind of like, you too then. I don't like that. This is somebody who's achieved something. They're really excited about it. They feel like they got what they wanted, but they had to lie to get there. They had to do something. And it's irritating people. King of Cups in the reverse, or making them outright mad. King of Cups in the reverse is accompanied by the Hanged Man and the World. This snake who has some accomplishment within their community is going to find that their accomplishment is not what they think it is. They may feel like they're set for life, or they may feel like this is just the first step. There's going to be even more fun after this. This is not going where they think it is. I do feel like with this 7 of Pentacles, King of Cups in the reverse, this is like a community deciding, well, we're not going to buy your donuts anymore then, Daryl. I'm sorry, her name is Daryl. I feel like this is somebody who may get boycott energy from the community. They may feel like they have stepped too far. They've been unruly, unfair, and now they can't do anything to change it. It's a group of people that don't like this person anymore because of what you did. So I feel like it's, how can we express that all of us are frustrated or irritated? We think you did the wrong thing, and we're going to be very clear about it. Hello, Carrie. How's it going? Hello, Rachel. How's your day? Hello, James. Happy Friday. This is the Poe Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse, just so you know. What else do we have? 7 of Wells, which is the 7 of Cups. 2 of Wells, which is the 2 of Cups. And the Queen of Paws, or the Queen of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups, it says, or the 7 of Wells, And I have not told you, oh, and have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is but over acuteness of the sense? So, like the Seven of Cups, we have 7 little thingies that people can choose from, right? But it's in this dude's hair, like it's a troll or something. And it makes me feel like we had somebody that was trying to keep track of all of these things. Feels to me like lies, factoids, reasons, justifications. And the hair is not really covering these things. So I feel like this person maybe was able to convince enough people to believe them, but it's quite obvious, or like there was naked ambition here, or what your true intentions were may have been kind of like somewhat camouflage for a little bit, but now we all know. Now we can see easy, right? 2 of Cups. We gave the future to the winds and slumbered tranquilly in the present, weaving the dull world around us into dreams. This is that 5 of Pentacles energy. A sense that there's nothing that can be done, which is a strange energy for the 2 of Cups. But there are people in this community who feel like they can't make any changes. It is what it is. That's just how it's going to be. But I feel like this 7 of Pentacles, King of Cups in the reverse, there's somebody here, the lone wolf, who's like, I think I know what I can do. This could be somebody who's like pretty wealthy and off, on their own, who decides to spend a little bit of money to be difficult for this snake individual. Trying to remember, there was a movie with Donald Sutherland, and I can't remember. It had something to do with a cell phone as far as the title of the movie, I'm pretty sure. It might have just been like Smartphone or something like that. Really good movie. And talks about, like, basically Donald Sutherland is this like super wealthy dude that runs this town basically because he owns a bunch of it. But people don't necessarily understand his intentions. And I feel like that's true of this lone wolf here. And they're going to use their money in some way to go up against this snake. She came and departed as a shadow. I was never made aware of her entrance into my closed study, save by the dear music of her low, sweet voice, as she placed her marble hand upon my shoulder. This is somebody who people are aware of, but they don't necessarily, they're like kind of a ghost, right? We know you're there, but nobody really sees you. Maybe the little kids in the neighborhood are scared of this person because there's like stories about him being scary. Nobody's seen him. We don't know if they're still alive. Like there's this legend element to this person who's off on their own, who feels like this snake 8 of Pentacles person needs to be like taught a lesson. King of Cups in the reverse again. 3 of Pentacles, or the 3 of Rings. Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands. This person normally minds their business. They stay to themselves. They don't get involved in a lot of things. They let people deal with their own ish, right? Not this time. This time, they're taking it personally. They feel like somebody needs to put this snake in their place. And it might require somebody who is a little bit wealthier than the average person, or someone who has a little bit more like social credit. Hello, Renee. How are you doing? And then the Page of Swords in reverse kind of gives me this like legal issue vibe. So this could be someone's broken the law. This could be somebody who is trying to change the law. This could be somebody who is like flaunting whatever they're doing. But This is no. We're not going to let that happen. We know you're a snake. We know you're doing something funky over here, and we want to be able to wear jeans at work. So there. Hello, Holy Yoga. How are you doing? All right. So we've got 3 of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. The truth is going to be a little painful for this 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles person who felt like they got what they wanted. But this truth comes out and it does start the process of, wait a second, what are we doing here? Is this what we want to actually promote, or is this what we want to be a part of? Do we really feel like making people get all dressed up is going to increase productivity? Because like, where's the science there? I don't know that I believe that. Oh, thank you, Rachel. All right, Knight of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and Judgment. So because of this decision, because of this move, this thing that somebody has accomplished, they feel pretty great about themselves. They did what they needed to do, but they're going to be swift consequences. And I don't feel like they really expected that. They were so focused on getting across the finish line. They didn't really like think about how thirsty they would be after the marathon was over. But this is, oh crap, I am like woefully unprepared for the pushback or the consequences of whatever I did, right? I do feel like this would be people, calling this person out, like you lied to me, or you did this, or you said that we could, have that. This person feels under attack, even though they feel like they've achieved what they've wanted to achieve. Temperance, Ace of Rings or Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Emperor in the reverse. So now there's Empress in the reverse. Now there's some element exposed of this person being manipulative or changing the rules or doing something to make it unfair. And it's kind of like, I mean, if this were like a lawsuit, this would be, we're going to appeal, or it's like a mistrial. I'm not a lawyer, so something along those lines. Like, this wasn't done properly. We're not going to do this. So it could be, you did an employee survey to find out how many people would be cool with dressing business casual, and you removed like the 60% of the survey respondents that disagreed with you. Like, it doesn't work that way. There's someone who was trying to get everybody to look like they were agreeing, but they did something they shouldn't have. So we have Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, getting what they want and then losing it. 9 of Wands in the reverse. There's a little bit of a delay or some issue here in terms of timely resolution, but there is, after all, somebody who comes through. It's this King of Cups in the reverse who's like, you know what? I don't really like what you're doing. I don't like your face. That's probably not what they say. They don't like how this snake has handled themselves. This could be somebody who's like, I'm gonna buy this company because I don't like you. I do feel like there's money here, though. Somebody who's using money to change something for the better after someone is gloaty about doing something not so great. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? Knight of Cups in the reverse and 7 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, whatever they were hiding or whatever lies they were spewing, this 8 of Pentacles is getting called out by the 7 of Pentacles. Which, by the way, I could argue this would indicate somebody who is less experienced or somebody who is less tenured, somebody who is not in leadership, for example. But I feel like it's because they're in a different industry or they're in a different line of work. But that doesn't make them any less effective. They know how to talk about this situation, and I feel like they make it real clear what you're doing is undermining the company culture, or what you're doing is making our neighborhood less safe. What you're doing is not cool. Hello, Frederick. How are the aliens? Hello, Andy. What's happening? What else do we have? Two of Swords in the reverse. Temperance. Star in the reverse. So it would kind of seem as though this person, our Eight of Pentacles, the liar, the snake, they did what they did and tried to make it look like everything was fine and didn't want any of the chaos or like mayhem to be readily apparent. But this King of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles is like, no. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen here. You just don't want people to realize that what you really want them to do is this, or what you really are trying to achieve is this. So they're getting called out. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. And the Devil in the reverse. So a little bit of money kind of balances out whatever the illusion is of this Eight of Pentacles person. You want everyone to think that you were doing this or this is what you were achieving. But now your troll hair has been exposed and we can see all those weird things that you store in your hair. I don't know why you do that. But now everyone can see it. And we know what you were really trying to accomplish. So this person gets exposed for whatever they were actually trying to achieve. And as a result, it reduces their power or maybe even begins some sort of like, okay, well, now we're not going to implement that, or now we're not going to change the rule on what you can wear to work, blah, 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 because, you know, you changed the survey or whatever. All right, let's get a few from these signs of the times. Hello, Captain. How are you doing? All I ever wanted to do is wear jeans. You know what's weird? Like, I can wear whatever I want, but like, I don't really wear jeans, you guys. So I get it. Well, they certainly wouldn't let me wear yoga pants to work. Granted. All right. Traffic cone. Caution. Palm and destiny. So we have number 32 and number 18. This person who tried to implement the not very popular work dress code is being told, the palm, no, I don't know if we want to do that. You might lose your best talent. You might, you know, be making things unnecessarily difficult. This is somebody who's being told, I know you thought you achieved something. I know you thought this is what we should be doing, but I don't think that's what we're going to be doing. And here's some money to really make it clear that I'm the one who gets to decide. So there's money involved somehow. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? Hello, Third Eye. What's going on? Number 23, Moon and Emotions. So part of the reason this person who was lying, the snake, is told they need to reconsider the situation is because there is quite the response, quite the unity in opposition. All right. This is the energy oracle. Let's see what else we've got. Woman holding a coin. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I know you want to make that decision, or yeah, I know you think that this is the right direction for the company, but I actually have like the coin purse. I have the money, and I'm saying no. This kind of feels like somebody who's coming out of the woodwork, normally doesn't really say much. Maybe they really own the company and they're like, hey, you, managing director, I don't like how you're managing. I like people wearing jeans, so stop it. Okay. This is somebody who is speaking up or using their money to speak up because they care about the people that are impacted by this snake and their horrible dress code. Let them wear jeans or yoga pants. I don't know. You guys probably wouldn't really agree with that, huh? Hello, Carol. How are you doing? So we've got Goddess of the Moon. This is one of my favorite cards. It definitely is about secrecy. It's definitely about intuition, but I'm getting more so on the secrecy side because we had somebody who is a loner, somebody who does things on their own. They do have a lot of money, right? But this is somebody who has a heart, and maybe people don't really realize that, but they're making real clear with this demonstration or with this payout, whatever this is. Like, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I mean, you didn't necessarily know that this is something that was important to me, but I think it's wrong, and I'm going to say something about it. Oh, yeah, I know. Apply it to how it works. Community can be a workforce, though, hun. You know, community doesn't mean all inclusive. But this group of people that was lied to, yeah, they got somebody defending them. Yeah. We've got insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more, and roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush. You might have somebody who's a little bit enjoying too much the fact that they can like make these decisions. Maybe they just really want to irritate somebody that they work with. I don't know. Oh, we have the divine feminine. Why do we have the divine feminine? So this appears to be someone who is trying to cause drama for somebody they feel will be impacted. I know you don't like wearing dresses, or I know you don't like wearing suits, but you irritate me, divine feminine, so I'm going to make it a problem for you. So we got somebody being a little petty. Shocking. Realization, awareness, finding out, negotiator, bargaining, and begging. And begging. But here's the thing. This woman holding a coin is coming through with some coins saying, yeah, I don't like how you're doing this. I'm going to pay for lawyers to reverse this, or I'm going to buy the company and change your ethics code, your dress code, your whatever. This is somebody saying, I don't like it, and I've got money to change it. So whoever you are that thought that you could do what you wanted to do, you're not going to do it. This is divine intervention. Because, you know, the snake was being snaky. All right, this is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Right? All right, what else do we have? Victimhood. For some of you, I just got that this could be like your HOA present or whatever. Now, they're not telling you what you have to wear, of course, but they might be making things difficult for you just because they can, right? And then we have self-worth. So, yeah, no, you really want to be able to leverage the power that you feel you have to the absolute max, but there's somebody here who is going to remind you that you have less power than they do. I keep hearing put your money where your mouth is. This is this lone wolf, this person who's coming out of the woodwork. They're like ultra confident. I know that I can change this and you can't do a thing about it. It's like arrogance meets more arrogant. I'm used to always getting my way. Meet I never lose. Who's going to win? This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Number 33, Beast. Conflict, competition, arguments, aggression, tension, and oppressors. So these two are like going back and forth once the lone wolf comes out of the woodwork, right? And it's a little bit of a battle. Who's bigger and meaner? And then I get the warrior card. Inner strength, clarity, focus, receptivity, and presence. I feel like we have somebody who's underestimated initially. Shelter, spiritual growth, revival, accountability, and healing. So things seem to be moving in the right direction because this snake is being held accountable by somebody who might be just a little bit more powerful than they are. This is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? Hello, Miss Princess. How are you doing? Ace of Swords in the reverse. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is an exposure of somebody's lie, and they were lying to get what they wanted. So I'm sure you've been in a situation before where you could tell somebody was highly motivated to lie about what happened or what they were doing or what was going on currently. And they had like a little bit of that smirk, like, I don't want you to know that I'm lying, but maybe I'm lying. I'm sure you've run into people like that. Not everybody can handle actually telling a lie and not doing anything weird with their face. Most people do something. But you, whoever you are, this Eight of Pentacles, you thought that you were under cover of this illusion or people couldn't tell what your true intentions were for longer than that was true. If you had an invisibility cloak and it enabled you to get whatever this is done, you did it, but that invisibility cloak stopped working as you were walking your ass back home and people saw you with that like money bag over your shoulder. This is like you weren't really quite as slick as you thought you were, and somebody noticed what was going on, or somebody knows how to fix what you did. Two of Swords. Ten of Wands in the reverse. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Your illusion isn't working anymore. People see right through you. But this person feels like it's okay because I got what I wanted. And I feel like they're not. This reading could be related to, I did a short, and I think it was like this victory is temporary or something like that. This is somebody who's learning that they celebrated too quickly, or that somebody is about to show them that they can't do that. Nice try, you know? What else do we have? Five of Wands, an argument, a battle between these two. Who's stronger? Who's going to get their way? Four of Cups in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. But it looks to me like this snake individual, the person who lied to the community, they are, how do we say this? They overreact to a situation, or they get too angry and it draws attention. It makes me think of you, what is it? Doth protest too much? Is it thou? I don't know. You're putting up too much of a stink. You're making it seem like you really don't like that somebody is accusing you of doing something that you very well could have done. And it only makes me feel like it's more likely that you did it. So we have somebody whose anger or overreaction makes it more clear to the masses or to this community or to this workplace. We got you. We got your number. That is what you did, isn't it? You lied. You did this. You did that. I don't know. You got paid off, whatever it is. So now that we know the truth, now we're going to bring some issues. This looks like legal concerns or consequences for somebody who thought that they had accomplished something. They really didn't. Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, because there's multiple people standing up and saying, no, we don't like that. It starts with one person who has some money and gets the ball rolling and says, no, this is not what we want for our company. This is not what we want for our neighborhood. We think you're a bad HOA president. All right. This is the, hold on, you guys. It's in there somewhere. Wild Reflections. There it is. I found it. All right. I don't even know. I think I'm probably over 60, maybe approaching 70 decks of cards. So it's not always easy remembering all the names of them, but I do like this one. So that helps. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. You did something for yourself and didn't care how it worked out for everybody else. This was a very selfish energy. You know, I got mine, screw you, you know. But with Temperance, there's somebody who's working to address this, working to reverse it, working to make this Eight of Pentacles, take it back. We've got Strength, because whoever this lone wolf is, they're not scared of this Eight of Pentacles. They're like, man, shut up. Do what I say. They feel like they have the upper hand with this person who felt they had the upper hand with the community, right? And it's because of money. I've got money. I could make your life real difficult if you don't do the right thing. It's weird because it's like I'm rooting for the person who's making like a threat, basically, because they're saying you got to make this right or things are going to have to change. I'm going to make it right. And if you try to stop me, it's going to be consequences. This person's like laying down the law and maybe a little bit of a, we'll go with an assertive way, very clear way. Oh, Lord. This is over. We're not going to tolerate this. We're not going to, have petty rules just so that you can feel like you have some power. This could be somebody who's getting demoted or fired. You don't deserve to have this because you were just trying to like make people unhappy. So for many of you, this is somebody who's no longer going to work at this company or no longer going to have this power, this decision-making power. There's a major decision here that gets made, and it's after somebody made the wrong decision. Selfishly, right? This is like, oh, we were looking at the budget and I decided that as the, COO, I deserve a 25% raise and all of the people underneath me get 0. That would be pretty unpopular, right? And I do feel like it has to do with money in some way. This is being reallocated, refigured out, resituated. And it's because this lone wolf was like, No, you did not earn a 25% raise. Like, get out of here. You're not even 25% less annoying than you were last year. So, like, you got some work to do, okay? This is why I don't work in corporate America, you guys, because I cause trouble. 3 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Happy Friday, Garrett. Yeah, this is somebody saying, I was just here drinking my coffee, drinking my tea, and I looked outside and I saw you were messing with people, and I didn't like that. So I figured I'd come and mess with you. This is somebody who starts a fight with the bully because they see that the bully is trying to cause problems for people that are younger than them, right? This is somebody who's like, you think you're the biggest, baddest wolf. I will show you. So I don't know, kind of dig it. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.